So 1 week on from the US election, what are the Russian papers saying about the 47th President of the United States? Well, the ultra-pro-Kremlin Komsomolskaya Pravda takes a look inside Donald Trump, depicted here in the wrestling ring, and saying, "I will tear you apart for the sake of American interests." The paper lists what it claims are Trump's principles in business, which allegedly include weighing up risks, being cunning, getting hysterical, hitting back, counting money. The paper asks, how does the Republican want to profit from negotiations on Ukraine, and what will he offer in exchange? We'll find out if Vladimir Putin takes part, a man Trump respects and calls a very smart, sensible leader. Another heavily pro-Kremlin paper, Izvestia, gives pride of place today to an interview with a pro-Kremlin economics professor from Columbia University, Jeffrey Sachs. When talking about Ukraine, he says the kind of things the Kremlin says, such as the main reasons for this war were US interference in Ukraine, the toppling of Viktor Yanukovych, NATO expansion. He claims that Trump and Vance are not very interested in a war based on NATO expansion. No hint of blame here for Vladimir Putin, the man who actually took the decision to launch the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. And finally, today's Kommersant and an interview with Putin aide Nikolai Patrushev, once head of the powerful Russian Security Council, now in charge of naval policy. So the paper asks him this: will the upcoming change of power in America bring any positive change for Russia? Mr. Patrushev replies, to achieve success in the elections, Donald Trump relied on certain forces to which he has corresponding obligations, and as a responsible person he will be obliged to fulfil them. On the campaign trail, he said many things to gain the support of voters, who ended up voting against the destructive foreign and domestic policy of the current US administration. But the election campaign is over, and in January 2025, it will be time for concrete actions of the elected president. It's well known that often in America, election promises can differ from subsequent actions.